Hello, we are back with another banger. This is a match from the tournament YMCA Cameo, and as far as I remember, this is now in the final stage, the elimination phase, and it's a winner bracket, I think. So this is Karl M, Tcprod, and Pümpelbankräuber versus Patrick, Aedis, and Nils. So basically it was Akko, but Akko wanted to leave the tournament, so Nils is now the replacement player. So he has been a replacement player in quite several occasions. It's a bit. I think in the beginning it was really good having him as a replacement player, but now he has improved a lot and is a better player now. So I think in the beginning he replaced bad players and was not so strong himself, but now he's better. So I think that's actually an advantage for the team. But I think if they play 2-on-2, it would also be a big advantage because Nils, Akko are just weaker players than the other two. So yeah. And let's look at Pümpelbankräuber, Tcprod, and Karl M. I think Pümpelbankräuber has become famous already in the tournament by playing his special Frogfoot bomber rush strategy that was even copied by other players. So you just get out these guys early and fast and you go over there for the construction yard, take out the player. The guys already expect this, they have seen it a lot, they know who they are against. So we see missile rocket troopers already welcoming the bombers. Also is aiming for the weakest player of their team. I'm not so sure that's a good idea, but he is still able to do some damage. He's still looking around. Yeah, maybe we find a better target. Okay, let's go for the radar. At least it's annoying and takes long to build. Why not? But he loses both of the bombers. That's painful. Here we have some other great push of the Storm Riders. No, wait, the Storm Riders. Yeah, they are from Karl M. So they really try to stop Patrick here, who is playing Iraq. Why not? I think that was a good coordinated attack here in this situation, but not enough. We will see if there's another great air push coming. I mean, the guys are now really on alert. And I think we see the same problem we have seen quite often here in this team. There's just not enough economy. There's not enough ramping up of the guys who do this bomber rush. It's a good, efficient strategy, but the follow-up is a bit too slow, a bit too lazy. There should be more shit coming in. I think he just switched the engagement angle, so he just decided, no, I'm not going through this crazy field of anti-air systems. Here's just one SAM site and I will take out all your power, man. You will have no energy and then everything will die. So he's now in panic mode for sure. Luckily his ally also comes with anti-air and places some shard launchers. That might save his ass. Will he get enough power plants up in time? I don't know. He should, otherwise it's really dangerous, but luckily there is enough air defense that has been placed somewhere else, especially with the support of the Storm Riders. I think a great response by Aedis, a great way to help his ally. Maybe by coincidence, maybe it was planned because he thought I need something to stop bombers that run too fast. They guys are just focusing the blue player now because he's the strongest and that makes a lot of sense. Luckily his teammate in green, Aedis, is helping him really well. Might even have saved his ass, because I think if he didn't drop these guys here and didn't come with the Storm Riders, the blue player would be out. I don't think he could have survived that after his energy went out. I think it's now... Okay, we even have mobile flux here, so he's really afraid of the air units. I don't know if the mobile flux without the upgrade are the right answer here. I mean, it's better than nothing. The Hyena missile launcher also very good, not against the light air units, rather for heavy air, but I guess we will see heavy air soon. Now he's taking a look. Hey man, maybe I can rush you, but no, you can't. Crew rocket soldiers, really stop your ideas. There's some bombers coming from down here. There's only 3 of them. They still might do some funny damage, take out some valuable buildings, but now they decide to just go in over the anti-air rocket soldiers. They lose the first, they lose the second, and the third is down for just 1 power plant. That was a complete failure. how sad. More bombers are coming in. But I am a bit afraid the guys need something else than these bombers soon, because it's will be a really horrible push when all these units come together. But first we see a push of the west side going to east. Not so sure if that's the right thing here. We see the new funny clouds of Iraq. So basically they have some funny missiles that sometimes emit funny clouds. He has upgraded them to metal acid clouds, so these clouds are really good against heavy armored units like this Mirage tank here, for example. And of course the Darkeners also. The metal acid clouds are really good against that. So here we have seen a little bit of damage. Here we see some damage. So it's definitely not totally overpowered, but it looks quite useful to have these clouds in the mix. I think it also makes sense to get the upgrade for the metal acid here, because usually Iraq does not have a big problem dealing with infantry units. There's a lot of chemical and radiation weapons that are really good against infantry. So getting something that's also good against heavy tanks makes a lot of sense in my opinion. He has picked the Katyushas for delivering these clouds, and also as a artillery system. I think the Katyushas are now more useful than before. In the past they were a bit on the slower end on dealing damage for a long-range artillery system. So it looks like a really fair fight, but now also I think Nils is coming in, and that's now looking like the team on the east side is stronger. Not much happening here. I think the bombers are not really contributing to this game anymore, so he should really support his team with other stuff. But there's a few apocalypse coming in. I think he should just produce from up here, get a vacuum factory here, and pump in the units. There's nothing wrong with constructing additional. In fact, you even must construct additional, so he should just construct more stuff. Yeah, I don't know how good the clouds are here, but it looks quite well. They really keep this corridor safe. So, and the bombers come. Okay, the bombers actually coming in this angle. They could take out all the artillery and all the squishy units here, but he failed to do so. Maybe it wasn't enough bombers. Maybe he didn't attack right in. Yeah, great. So we see some chem sprayer, source of pollution. Yeah, I think it's a solid choice. Just like, it's like a front pick. It has a lot of health. It has PDL. And if there is some enemy unit that's not too heavily armored, the guys just deal decent damage. Against heavy targets, maybe not so good. Yeah, heavy only 50% damage. But for like these crew launchers, it's great. Against PDL, it's also great because it's not stopped by PDL. So I think it's quite a solid decision. What is not so good is that the chemical clouds are on top. And also the rift openers, they are a hard counter and they take out these tanks really good. But there's so much stuff coming from the back that I think they have already won this game. Yeah. I'm not so sure if the clouds count for the destroyed player count. Yeah, the bombers come in. Actually, they live quite long and they could have landed devastating damage on the light units in the back. They didn't do that, which is quite sad. Oh, snipers are sniping. But yeah, I think the game is over. If you're getting pushed in like this, and you're not having some funny push down here, you're not gonna make it, I think. It's really hard if you start losing production facilities on top here. Come back into the game. I don't think it's gonna work. I think the scrim player is missing a little bit of scaling up. Usually the guy, he's doing scaling quite well and has a lot of production buildings. In this case, no. But I bet he has a lot of money, no? No, his cash is empty. Did he build a Swiss bank and give everything to his allies? No. Okay, then well. But he mines also good. So he must be building like crazy. Yeah, I mean the units he lost is top. Tcprod build a bit more. Wow. Yeah, respect for that. So spend money spent. Tcprod spent more than Karl M. Interesting. So Tcprod has learned how to scale up, how to build a lot of units, but his team is not following along. How sad, and the game is over. This is just no way to come back in this situation. Here we have infantry versus Aegis cruiser. Why not? So yeah, this is no way to win this game anymore. The guys are not yet giving up, which is brave and respectable, but I don't think they can yeah, they can come back from this. The army is huge, the push is crazy. They have already lost one of the important Tiberium fields. So here it's looking horrible. The sea push is not putting a lot of pressure, but it's annoying. It's just like driving the guy back. So we have a retreat now. Oh my god. Did they write any funny stuff? Yes, Rügenwalder Mühle. Hello. Okay, I see. So no useful chat. Oh my god. Now there's even Marvs coming. I guess. This is over. Okay, they give up the guys. Game is over. Let's hop on to the next game.
Battle control terminated.
That's 1-0 for the team of Patrick and Aedis, and formerly Akko, now
Battle
Nils.
control initialized.
And this is the second game. I think the guys they had spectators in the first game, and then they were complaining like the enemies were like, we're gonna lose anyway, we can't win this, let's at least do some epic battle. So they thought like, okay, let's do an epic battle. We get one more player each per team, and they decided to get a stronger player, I think T-Kommissar on the losing team and the little bit weaker player Goliath on the winning team. I'm not so sure, because sometimes Goliath also not so bad. So maybe it was wrong, but T-Kommissar also sometimes has really good play, so I guess it's fair to split it up like this. We'll just see what this game has to offer. If we see a bomber run again, and yes, here it goes. The bombers are already coming. For the blue player who looks absolutely not prepared. I think that's Patrick. Yes. So, oh my god, he goes for the refinery. That's grateful for him, I guess. Could have been worse. He has absolutely no air defense. Okay, now his ally built one. Is it sufficient to help him? Oh my god, he's gonna lose the radar also. Oh, the radar is down. That's super annoying. And also, I think T-Kommissar joins in with some rocket bikes, as he always does. Oh my god, or not always, but often. That is absolutely horrible for the... Oh, he has rocket high bikes even, and then he loses the MCV, almost loses it. What a save. Oh my god, he scans the area and he knows, no my friend, you're not getting away with this. I will get your MCV, man. But is this the end for the blue player? No, he has put a service depot at his allies base. This is so crazy. The service depot is there, but he's going for the last war factories. And will he take out the player early, the strongest player of the team? That might seal the deal. Oh my god, the Storm Rider. That's what I keep saying. Get a fucking UE, get a Storm Rider, get some cheap air unit with just a machine gun, you can stop the rocket hail bike. So he's basically, oh my god, the bombers! They are stopped before bombing those guys. So he has a war factory. I bet he's producing an MCV now because it's the only thing that can help him here. The MCV is coming. Does he have enough money for it? I think so. If not, his allies had to build a Swiss bank. But I think he has enough money. He is left with 6,000. He's producing without energy. His first MCV, he instantly builds it up. And he builds nothing. No, now he builds a power plant and another MCV. I think it makes a lot of sense. You want to have that second MCV. Oh my god, they just throw in everything. And his allies come with Eurofighters. They have everything here. The Creo Hueys, they have a storm column. So they really try to save his ally. And they do a tremendous job at that. Meanwhile, Goliath is pushing down here. I think that's very good. Very, very good play by the team on top. Just everyone is focusing on a single player. They're making dumb moves because they're throwing everything and not really take him out anymore. So, and then you just do a counter push. That's always a good idea because they're all distracted trying to take out that single player. He is back into the game, I think. The second MCV will come soon. There he goes. I think he will also build a war factory. He has a war factory also here, so he's now safe. Coming with bombers will not take him out anymore. I think he has learned his lesson. Next time, my friend, you have some air defense. It's super stupid. You already knew what these guys were doing in the first game. It happened to you. They focused you. And again, you did the same thing, even worse, without having any air defense. Maybe you thought like, this is the fun match now. We go for the insane endgame crazy shit. But not so your opponent team. They now have a crazy push going on with a lot of anti-air interlopers. So you cannot just stop those guys with a few of Storm Riders and Creo Hueys, whatever. This looks horrible. But the Storm Khans, they are like your last hope. And I think 3 of them should stop this army. Now you have, the guy has built a Tesla coil. I think this is not breakable, this defense. Just too many valuable defenses and not really units that are efficient against it. The Devourers are really good against heavy units, but they are not that great against the Tesla coils. There's an annoying column in the top from Karl M. He's Traveler, I guess. So he has the annoying storm column that can be placed anywhere, but is gone after a while. I don't know what they want to say here. I think it's just like, hey guys, let's push this player. We can kill him. Is it by Goliath? No, it's by Teal. So Nils just put it there. Maybe we have some funny chat. Okay, no. So I think the game has consolidated a bit. Oh, that's don't throw your air units against interlopers. You will just lose so much. That's super dangerous, my friend. Don't do it. Oh, my foot is stuck in the hammock. Fuck my life. This is all horrible. This is so dangerous, this lifestyle with a hammock. Oh, my life. Yeah, what's there? I mean, this is like the best beacon that I've ever seen in my life. It's good that he marked this. Maybe he wants to say there, we can expand there. I don't know if you've seen this map before, but here you can expand, man. And then the others of the team are like, genius, man, we can expand there. Someone built the ore purifier, I guess. Yeah, that one here. Why not? So the game is a bit in a stalemate now. I think the guys are just like, we had him almost. We were so close taking out this MF. Why didn't we do that? So now they're like, we could just like play really good and now we give everything, or we could just like fall in desperation and be like, why didn't we kill him? And we can also do the blame game and blame each other. These are your options, my friends. I don't know which one you pick. Choose a reality. Now the beacon game gets crazy. He's like, oh man, you have seen there's enemy. And he's like, yeah, well, actually, we have seen that because they're shooting at us. And then he's like, yeah, you see this beacon here? I have one airplane here. It's a Eurofighter. You see it? It doesn't help us. So now he's with another beacon in. And he's saying like, here, my friends, I am coming from here. Because I think this beacon is from the screen player, yes, from Carl M. And then do we find more crazy beacons that help a lot to understand the game? I don't know. I think we can speed up this a bit. Oh, maybe we can't speed it up so much because there's so many units in the game. I don't know. And this game is not speed upable, or whatever the correct word is. The Venoms, they just chill their ass. Is the blue player back in the game? Yes, economically yes. Army, rather not. But now that's changing. He's building Acacias. Interesting choice, but why not? The Acacias, they have a lot of range, they have a lot of splash damage, though they are totally fine against the infantry blobs. Enemy does not really build their infantry blobs. They are absolutely fine against the rocket bikes. I think rocket bikes just get shredded like crazy. Maybe not, but actually they should be able to shoot at them. Okay, we have more awesome beacon plays. Here, watch this, guys. I have units here. And he's like, I have trouble here. But actually the Acacias should just steamroll. Yeah, they just steamroll it. The wrecking bikes. The rocket bikes, the whatever bikes. So Aedis has his usual typical air blob. I think the carriers, the non ones. And the... Oh no, Devastator warship. He did not upgrade to the rift openers. Interesting. That's unusual. So now the Acacias. We have more awesome beacons. Like green player is like, man, you know, actually here is the storm column. And he's like, yeah, but what can I do? The storm column is just super annoying. And Nils is like, Unity, these are air units. We have air units. The enemy has air units. We need to stop them. Now bombers coming. Bombers coming. Yes, yes. They could just easily take out all the Acacias, man. What are you doing? Don't do this. No. Don't do this. He goes for a power plant and loses all the bombers afterwards for 2 power plants. But he could have wiped out the whole Acacia army. But he just went for 1000 cash. Okay, he's beaconing like, you know, I have US here, US could be here. It's possible, man. What's the team chat? Maybe they also write retarded stuff? No. More crazy Acacia guy game style. He's just fully committing to Acacias and also has a mad tank. That's a funny combo. I'm curious to see how this unfolds. So the basic idea of the mad tank is you activate it, it hammers the ground and everything gets slowed in a huge radius. And for getting slowed means you're more problematic against artillery units that have more range. Maybe Acacia is not the right one in that situation. Because you need more range. Maybe rather take Katyushas with the mad tanks? I don't know. Or V3, but nah, V3 is maybe not the right thing. Yeah, okay, cool. SAM sites shoot at the aircraft. I think the game is lagging like crazy. It will take ages to watch this replay because of this lag. It won't help to speed it up because there's just so much crap that has to be calculated here. Oh man, that's really sad. Okay, the Acacias. Oh my god, this army is insanely big. But Yugiri, Aedis has an even bigger army. Wow. This army is so big, man. But it's so much trash units. The artillery that are trash. The IFVs, the multi-purpose drone, so to say. they are trash. Cheap. Early anti-air. Okay, that's super hard to beat with ground units. The Kryuyuis that slow you and the Akazias just barrage you with so many cluster explosions. Maybe the Akazia is not such a bad decision. Maybe it makes sense here, but it's not gonna work against the air unit, so it cannot stay like this for all the time. Here we have a funny not push with some funny missiles. That makes a lot of sense. Do they land the missiles? No. So in that case here, Akazias are cool, but not against the rift openers, not against the air units. I think it was still a good fight. He took out a lot of ground units, only lost a few Akazias. The screen player keeps on pushing. It might get a bit problematic for the blue player. Without help of his allies, he might not defend this. So again, he needs his allies. Tcprod in the meantime has a huge army, but still cannot really commit to do anything with it. It's driving to the left, driving back to the right, we'll see. The screen air armada keeps on pushing. The bombers are trying to get through the densest SAM site location in the map currently. I don't know if that's a good idea. What does the earnings say? Oh yeah, Queen is far ahead, Tcprod is next. So yeah, Tcprod really made it to be a player that has the economic game and understands it. Now you just need to build more better units, not more better units in the late game, and then it's fine. Oh, what an annoying chronosphere right in the base. Right in the fields with prism tanks. We all hate this. He does it. Man, at least you lose the prism tanks. Who likes this strategy? We all hate it. It's not looking good on the left side for the top team. The right side, I think, is looking great. Wonderful. The left side is looking really bad. But now he is getting anti-air boys, the HQ7 missile launcher. It has some funny long missile range missiles. It's exactly what he needs. We can only cross fingers for him and hope he does not have too many PDL units that will stop these motherfucking rockets. Oh, I should not say this if I upload it on YouTube. It was just a joke, man. I really don't mean that the mothers of the... No, the rockets do not have intercourse with mothers. That's not what I wanted to say. So YouTube, please don't over-exaggerate at this word. I am really cool with the rockets, and if they had intercourse with the mothers, it would also be okay. I think the HQ7 are doing a really good job against the air units. It's not like they are completely shredding them, but they are trading quite well because there's no PDL underneath. I think he could even handle the PDL somewhat with the Akazias also, by shooting in and depleting their PDL systems. The HQ7 now more are coming in. As long as they keep firing on the Devastators, they are quite okay. Splash damage is also not too bad. Oh man. Bam. The next one goes down, no? Oh. Yeah, if these missiles land, they pack a punch, I would say. He retreats from this crazy madness. So I think... Oh, but there's also now a Soviet joining the funny game. This is... Who is this? Pümpelbankräuber. So he finally decided to build something else than the bombers. That makes a lot of sense. Ooh, he has a lot of apocalypses here. And this fight, man, I don't know. We should not miss it out. I was too curious if on the left side... Oh, Aurora's bomber. What a great play, man. That's exactly almost how you do it. Almost. You don't need to have 4 Aurora's bombers shoot at the same spot. Just split them up a little bit more. You could have cleaned up all of the crew launchers. But nonetheless, that's top level play. Have your army fight. you have a tanky army with PDL that can sustain long fights. You have some medics in there, some mechanics, some support fortress, whatever. And then you just get the Aurora bombers to take out the juicy targets, to take out the artillery, take out the dense sitting infantry. That's how you do it. So I was still like excusing that I was looking too much on the left side, because I was expecting the Skrin army to roll over Blue, but Blue has consolidated now with the HQ7. Currently he's not managing them well, because he should focus fire on the air units. And on the left side, the Skrin airblob continues to push in this whole thing here. I think it's a well mix. It's in a choke point, it's like really dense, the damage is high here, and these low value units like the artilleries, I think the tank destroyers have reflector armor. That's nice, but it needs PDL support also, that's missing here. So you will be just rolled up by the Devastator discs. We even have some, wait, he had got the acid tripods. That's a rare sight. I think the acid tripods, they had some more how would you say, place in life, something to contribute. They were like, they had an more important role than nowadays, because the problem is you can get these hexapods, and the hexapods also shoot acid, so they shoot like stuff that is not PDL'd, that cannot be stopped by lasers, but still good against many things like light armored units, artillery systems and stuff like that. Oh yeah, the HQ7, they are really delivering so much damage on the air units. Oh my god. All he needs is some ruiners, but wait, he has no ruiners. So he needs some enervators or some storm riders, something to just take out these funny boys. Something that's fast and efficient, or maybe just some seekers, just drive there and shoot from the close distance. Maybe PDL seekers, that would be a fast and easy unit to just completely shift the outcome of that fight here. Or maybe infantry, I don't know. But oh yeah, the rocket hail bikes. Now we have people tanks, mass production PDL. So these are just front picks. This is just like the most PDL and HP you get for money. It's a cheap unit, it has some PDL, it's just perfect to soak up damage, to prevent some missiles from getting in. This makes a lot of sense to mix this in here. We might see the Mad Tank in action soon. I'm really curious how this will play out. Is this activated already? I have no idea. The Mad Tank. Yeah, I think it was activated for a short moment now. All units are slow now, yes, and he retreats. That's what a great play with a Mad Tank, wow. So here we see also in retreat. So even though, let's have a look how this unfolded. Okay, yeah, he lost a bit of army, but Tcprod lost a lot more. The curve for Tcprod is just steeper than the one for Aedis. And an Aurora is coming for an absolute money shot. Ah, it was okay. Could have been better. It's always hard to make a proper hit with Auroras in a retreating army. It tends to split up and tends to be less dense. The best is an army that's just compacted and is shooting or sitting around. Moving army is always a little bit harder. So now the insane Apocalypse army comes in. And it has PDL and propaganda. That's nice upgrades. It means the Shrug Troopers and the RPG soldiers will have more range, more firepower, more everything because of the propaganda effect. That's so nice, man. And there goes the Mad Tank again. If there's this exclamation mark, it is, I guess. No, not. The Mad Tank was just activated. Oh my god. Another super annoying chrono transport, chrono shift, how do you say? Chronosphere support power. What is the correct name? We don't know it, but we will find it out. And it's so annoying. Oh my god. Fuck this shit. Chrono shift. That's what we have just seen. It just... You just teleport like prison tanks that deal a hell lot of damage to buildings, to some nice buildings. Go for the airstrips. You don't need to kill the MCV. It doesn't really matter. You just want to kill as much money as humanly possible. You just want to like be the finger in the wound. You would just want to be annoying. It's not necessary to go for the value target because this is fortified armor and you're not dealing that much damage to fortified. If he has a service depot, he can anyway rebuild it. I don't know. He should have one. Maybe he has not. Okay, then maybe he wants to die. I don't know. So this fight here, I guess it will... It again looks very bad for the blue player. I don't know how it's... Here's the same shit every day. The screen air blob is not really stoppable for the guys, but now the Acacias are in the mix. Aha, that's very interesting. So Acacias in here means infantry has a really, really hard time getting close. That's something that the other team is missing. A great ground support for the Scrin Armada. And I think the Acacias here, I think it's worth it. Even though on this front units are needed, and of course there are now less units since a lot of Acacias are here. What they bring to the table against this big army is hard to value. On this side, the Kryuyuis are doing a great job. Yes, why not? Oh my god, what an intense fight. But the artillery systems of North Korea actually are bonkers. It's working. It's working as intended. The HQ-7 take out the aircraft. The Acacias deal the damage on the ground. And we just stay away from real engagements. We don't fight Apocalypse tanks face to face. That's not gonna work because we lose. So if they keep pushing, we just move back. We just move backwards. That's not a big deal. And here it's just the other way around. The Scrin army, it's just like, yeah, it's fine. Let's go. Let's face to face. I am all in here, my friend. And now the Acacias also might help a lot in taking out these anti-air buildings. But I guess they should be... there's a few left. So they would help the Devastators a lot breaking through, I think. But not yet. But they are soon close taking out the SAM sites. I don't know what's going on here. Heavy intense fighting. The Apocalypse tanks are slowed like hell by the Kryuyuis. What a great combination. Still sometimes some projectiles are fired. And the insanely slow army is pushing forward. Now they are taking out the anti-air buildings. So I think this push... Oh, Eurofighters also ready to fire. I think this push is annoying, but they are ultimately able to stop it, I think. You just need to get some HQ-7 again, focus fire on the air units, and it will be fine. On this side, on the other hand, I don't think the guys can hold that push. If we take a look at the earnings... Oh, no, the green player has dropped a lot. And Karl M is now on top. So, the army, what does the army say? Okay, green player still has the biggest army by far. And that's the reason why they're winning on the right side. He just keeps accumulating. The army's getting bigger, but the losses are mostly like the Acacias, like some Corruptors, maybe some units of Goliath, who's coming in here with the crew launchers that have the same purpose as the Acacias, I think. Maybe they're even more useful because slowing down is really great for the Scrin air blob. I mean, they don't deal as much damage. They're not as good against like densely packed enemy units. They have no cluster explosions, but this doesn't really matter. It's still a valuable addition because of the slow effect. So I think the push has been stopped. And we could even see a counter push. Do the guys have PDL? Yeah, I was a bit afraid he's building these useless units. A lot of prison tanks. Actually, it's not a bad army. Could contribute a lot to the fight. But I think the game is already over on the right side. I don't think it's much they can do about it anymore. I don't know. But it still looks like the guys are not giving up. They want to fight this out. I'm not so sure about this guy here. T-Commissar, he wants to fight it out. I don't know. It looks a bit like... I don't know. He has got more harvesters and I think he's back in the game, yeah. Even has a frontline airstrip. Maybe a frontline barracks somewhere as well. I don't know. Yeah, here it is. So, okay. Okay. Ah, and the Prism Terror. We have it again. This time he's going straight for the construction yard. Man, shoot down that rocket bike. It's just... I tell you once. Just do it. But it's a replay. You can't do it. I should have done it when the game was going on. Will he take out the construction yard? I don't know. Does he trade horribly? Absolutely horrible. Oh. I mean, this. If he had just taken out the 3 airstrips, it would have been just fine. You could use the landing strong for something else. It's not that big deal. It's like, but your enemy does not have another construction yard. Oh, that's not so good. However, this screen air blob is pushing through like crazy. I think that is over on the right side. He can absolutely not afford to like further push into blue space. It's not a possibility. The only possibility is to stop sending in single units, regroup, remass, get back up on the feet, maybe change some units, maybe get some rift openers. I don't know. Ah, there's a rift opener. That's good. That's good. That's good. Oh no, we had him. So somehow the strategy must change. Maybe get some fast PDL units that can just put some pressure on the guys, because this army really bad against PDL guys. I think he doesn't even have much PDL. Ah, it's not so. It's quite some PDL. Maybe you need darkener tanks or whatnot. I don't know. So now Nils' army comes in, and I think that game is over. The guys can't give up. There's no chance they're gonna win this anymore. Maybe the bait was also not too bad to just see like, okay, it's consolidating here now with the Akazias. Now I get some Akazias here on this front. And the guys can eat shit. Oh, I also don't know if I can say eat shit on YouTube. But I don't know even what the effects are. Maybe I just get demonetized, which is completely irrelevant. Or maybe my video gets taken offline. I don't know. If it's get taken offline, then YouTube eat shit. So I said it now. But I think it's gonna be fine. It's just like a funny way of saying things in overly sensitive world for really bad words that hurt all our feelings. And you know, if feelings are hurt, you can never recover from this. It's like deep in your soul you are damaged by words that actually nobody cares about. Nils, right, I win. Yes, my friend, you win. You might not win because of you played so great here at this part, because you were just sitting in your base all the time, and you did great chrono shifts, definitely, but should do more than just a chrono shift. At the beginning you were so good, you helped this guy, you came over here, but now you just slept all the time. I don't know if you were looking at your army and were like, oh yeah, it's getting bigger, best army in the world. I don't know. Really great team play on the right side. The guys really knew how to push together. And I think Pümpelbankräuber has not given up yet. Yeah. So this concludes the second game also. This is 2-0. The team on the top wins. Congrats for me. I am out.